March 29, 2015, WrestleMania 31. At Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, 76,000 fans hold their breath for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. In the ring, it's the Beast Brock Lesnar against the hope of a new era, Roman Reigns. As soon as the bell rings, a Lesnar storm erupts. For nearly 12 minutes, he dominates Reigns with crushing German suplexes and F5 attempts, yet Roman keeps fighting back. Suplex City is born right here. Roman Reigns is still alive. Brock Lesnar keeps tossing Roman Reigns around like a ragdoll, unloading a barrage of suplexes and F5 South to crush the Roman. That slap definitely hurt. Brock has no mercy. Roman Reigns kicks out again, and a furious Brock Lesnar takes the fight outside, hurling Roman out of the ring. After this brutal onslaught, Roman catches Lesnar off guard with a sudden move. Lesnar's forehead splits open. A Superman punch, another one. One more. Then a spear. Another spear. But it's not enough to take down Lesnar, and Lesnar kicks out. After a F5, both men are spent in the ring. Seth Rollins, he charges in with the Money in the Bank briefcase. The match turns into a triple threat. Lesnar catches Rollins with an F5, but Reigns hits a spear, and Rollins springs to life. Curb stomp on Reigns. Rollins is champion. The heist of the century just went down. WrestleMania 31 is etched in history with unforgettable drama. April 3, 2016, WrestleMania 32, AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Lita unveils the new title. Sasha shines with Snoop Dogg's anthem. Charlotte struts in her dad's robe like royalty. And Becky charges as the fiery underdog. The bell rings, and this triple threat explodes. Sasha owns the ring with blazing speed. Becky traps Charlotte in to disarm her, but Ric Flair is scheming at ringside. Charlotte goes for the figure 8 on Becky, but Sasha honors Eddie Guerrero with a frog splash and breaks it up. Charlotte soars with a moonsault, flying outside like a star. Sasha locking Becky in a bank statement, but Charlotte takes control. And Becky saving Sasha. Sasha going for a bank statement again, but Charlotte breaks it up, hurling Sasha out of the ring and locking Becky in the devastating figure 8. Ric Flair keeps Sasha out. Becky taps. Charlotte is the first women's champion. This match buried the Divas era and changed women's wrestling forever. WrestleMania 30 made history. April 2, 2017, WrestleMania 33. The phenomenal AJ Styles faces a wild card Shane McMahon. Nobody expects much from this, but they're dead wrong. AJ sends Shane crashing out of the ring, then hurls him straight into the announce tables. Shane fights back with boxing and MMA moves. As AJ sets up for the phenomenal forearm, Shane knocks him off the ropes. After this, Shane starts to take control of the match. AJ sets up a springboard for 50 splash, but Shane shocks everyone, countering with an arm drag. But AJ turns the tables, neutralizing Shane with a devastating Styles clash. Seizing the moment with the referee down, AJ places a trash can in front of his opponent and goes for a coast-to-coast, but Shane counters. Then Shane shows AJ how it's done. Next, Shane lays AJ on the announce table and leaps, but AJ dodges, and Shane crashes through the table. AJ goes for a phenomenal forearm, but Shane counters with a slick DDT. Shane, at 47, tries a shooting star press and crashes. AJ pounces, and the phenomenal forearm lands. AJ wins. Amid the crowd's applause, this match cements its place in history as WrestleMania 33's Supreme Fourth. April 7, 2019, WrestleMania 35. Kofi Mania sweeps the arena. New Day's hero, Kofi Kingston. Against him, the smug new Daniel Bryan with Rowan in his corner. Kofi shines with New Day's energy, while Bryan sneers as the eco-heel. The bell rings. Kofi strikes with blazing speed. Kofi sends Daniel Bryan crashing outside with a dropkick and dives onto him. At backstage, superstars cheering for Kofi, who supports Kofi Mania. The fight moves back into the ring. A boom drop. Kofi keeps the pressure on, tossing his opponent outside and going for a dive, but Bryan slips away. Seizing the moment, Bryan takes control, dragging Kofi back into the ring and propping him on the ropes before soaring with a brutal knee strike to the back. Bryan holds the upper hand until Kofi turns the tide, crashing down with a splash to Bryan's back. After a flurry of finisher reversals, Kofi flattens Bryan with an SOS, but Bryan turns it around, locking Kofi in the label lock. Kofi crawls to the ropes, escaping the hold. In a back-and-forth exchange of kicks, Bryan gains the upper hand. But Kofi catches him with a sudden move and goes for Trouble in Paradise. Bryan counters, landing a running knee. Kofi kicks out. After nailing a perfect Trouble in Paradise, Kofi wins the match, becoming the first African-born WWE champion, hoisted high on New Day's shoulders. April 4, 2020, WrestleMania 36. In the shadow of a pandemic, a fanless boneyard match comes alive in a graveyard. The phenomenal AJ Styles challenges the dead man Undertaker. AJ emerges from a coffin with the OC, mocking his foe, while Undertaker rolls in on a motorcycle to Metallica, reviving his American badass spirit. As they face off and the brawl erupts, AJ grabs a rock to attack, but Undertaker shuts him down with powerful fists. AJ plays dirty, throwing dirt in Undertaker's face and landing a vicious low blow to his groin. Undertaker drops AJ into a grave, but the OC jumps in, setting a trap for the dead man. Surrounded, Undertaker unleashes a beatdown, clearing everyone out, but he misses AJ sneaking up from behind. This time, AJ shoves Undertaker into the grave and climbs onto a machine to bury him with dirt, only for Undertaker to appear behind him with supernatural power, chasing AJ to the rooftop. From there, Undertaker hurls AJ off with a chokeslam, sending him crashing below, then buries him in the grave. Fanless but epic, this cinematic masterpiece gave Undertaker's career a legendary close. April 11, 2021, WrestleMania 37. Tribal Chief Roman Reigns faces Royal Rumble winner Edge and underdog Daniel Bryan. Reigns is smug, Edge hungers for revenge, Bryan fights for one last shot. The match kicked off with Roman Reigns dominating. Teaming up with Jey Uso, Roman tossed both opponents out of the ring one by one. As he aimed to slam Edge into the announce table, Daniel Bryan soared onto him, derailing his plans. Edge seized the distraction, attacking Uso and taking him out with an execution. Back in the ring, Daniel Bryan floored Edge with a missile dropkick. Looking to dive onto Roman outside, Bryan got caught by the Tribal Chief. Roman went for a Superman punch, missing the first but landing the second. Then, a wild spear collision erupted. Bryan jumped in, hitting Edge with a running knee and locking Roman in the yes lock. Edge broke the hold, but Bryan turned around, trapping Edge in the same submission. Roman broke it up this time, hurling Bryan first onto Edge, then crashing him through the announce table. Edge struck with a spear, dragging a battered Roman back to the ring. Edge locked in a submission, with Bryan soon joining to lock Roman. Edge then speared both rivals, grabbed a chair, and smashed them relentlessly. He crushed Bryan's head, knocking him out. As Edge aimed to do the same to Roman, Jey Uso returned. While Edge dealt with Uso, Roman hit Edge with a spear, then obliterated him with a chair shot to the head. Stacking both opponents on top of each other, Roman pinned them both. April 2, 2020 to WrestleMania 38. Seth Rollins' mystery opponent is Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare storms back from AEW. The match kicked off with Cody's slick arm drag. Throughout the entire bout, we witnessed jaw-dropping counter-for-counter exchanges. One of those was that legendary suplex. These master wrestlers showcased their chemistry from the very first second, captivating everyone in the stadium and at home. For nearly the entire match, neither could gain the upper hand, countering almost every move with flawless precision. But at one point, Seth Rollins caught Cody outside and smashed him into the barricades with a buckle bomb. Back in the ring, Seth kept the pressure on, but Cody refused to quit. Then came a Cody cutter, followed by a crossroads, another one, then a bionic elbow, and one final crossroads to seal the victory. This shock return made history at WrestleMania 38, launching Cody's epic saga. April 2, 2023, WrestleMania 39. Ring General Gunther faces Sheamus and Drew McIntyre in a triple threat. The bell rings, and the ring becomes a war zone. I'm keeping this match short for you. Just watch this. Listen. This match was truly a must-see. It made the audience feel like they were watching a real fight. April 7, 2024 WrestleMania 40, Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, with his 1,316-day reign, stands tall. Against him, American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, chasing his father Dusty's dream. Cody and Reigns brawl into the crowd. Cody suplexes Reigns on a platform. Roman then seizes control. He taunts Cody with a crossroads. Following a low blow, Roman powerbombs Cody through the announce table, shattering it. But Cody refuses to quit, landing a Cody cutter. Then a spear on Roman, and setting up a second crossroads until Jimmy Uso saves Roman. Jey Uso charges in, spearing his brother off the stage. Cody hits the crossroads and goes for a third, but Solo Sikoa steps in to protect Roman. Despite the odds, Cody won't back down, and John Cena rushes to his aid. Then the final boss arrives, dropping Cena with a rock bottom. As the Shield's music hits and Seth Rollins storms out to attack The Rock, Roman stops him at the last second. A dong echoes, and Undertaker emerges, chokeslamming The Rock. With the ring cleared, Roman, consumed by rage, turns his fury on Seth Rollins instead of Cody. Seizing the moment, Cody nails 3 crossroads, finishing his story. This WrestleMania finale, likened to the Avengers, etches its name in gold in wrestling history. Which match was your favorite? Don't forget to let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more WWE action. WrestleMania out.